Drink count. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, now get out of the shot.
Yeah, now get out of the shot. What up, G?
What up, babe?
What's going on, bro?
It's all good, bro. How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
I'm tired. I got a lot on my mind, but I'm good.
Where we at?
Let's try this again. Right? 1. Now I can do it 8. Oh, come on. Episode 18.
Yeah. Okay.
Episode 18?
Yep.
And where are we?
We are here at Salsa Mexican. What? We're at the Salsa Mexican Grill out here at Kyalami Corner.
Yeah.
We are really loving this place. Obvious reasons why I love this spot.
Tequila. I like Mexican food.
You like Mexican food? We like Mexico.
We've been to Mexico.
Mexico was fun.
Mexico was amazing.
Yeah.
But we never had some beers in Mexico, right?
Yeah, because we're doing the authentic Mexican experience. Because Tijuana is not like your normal Mexican experience, is
That's
it?
like, it's real.
That's like the real,
It's
that's
real.
like hardcore Mexican
It's like going to the
experience.
hood.
Yeah, we went to the hood of Mexico and almost got lost
And, yeah.
and bought churros on the bus getting back into the border, bribed our way back into America.
I can still taste the food, man.
Bro,
It was amazing.
another level.
Not the one.
Today's episode, we got a special guest. This dude holds a special, I think, place in our hearts.
Yeah.
He's a good friend, he's a brother, he's a pal, he's a follow. English #1. He's a fellow entrepreneur. We're building purebred entrepreneurs, man. I think we're in the space of building an agency that does so many things. I think without further ado, let's introduce Mr. Tshepo Moloi.
What's up, Mr. Moloi?
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Mr. Moloi.
How you doing, guys?
Take off your glasses, bro. There he is. That we know that the glasses, you can put them back on. I just wanted them to get your actual face, because we know that there was a prescription. You don't do it for the cool kid status that everybody else out there does it for. Dude, welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Meanwhile,
So what are we drinking? We having, for starters, lychee and mint margarita,
Nice.
This shit's good.
frozen.
This shit is good.
We go way back with Tshepo. Pretty close friends. I think we probably overtake the friends boundary into almost family. It's almost a brotherhood type of thing. His family is our family. His kids are my kids. My kids are his kids. Gabriel's soon-to-be kids will be both our kids.
Why are you laughing, bro? Soon to be.
We don't
How
know.
soon is.
It could be already.
Who's
We don't know, bro. We don't know. Who's Tshepo Moloi Utwakai? You know, Uyakai, Orobalakai, Leman.
Guys. Born in Pretoria, raised in Pretoria.
Pitori?
PTA, 3 PTA boys.
012,
Yeah.
raised Kosovasha, product of social movement.
Second one on the show now. So Rory was.
Oh yes, yes.
Rory was #1 product of Social. So guys,
Maybe it's a trend, eh?
yeah, look, I think Socia's producing some fire people, eh?
As it should.
Yeah, as you would say as well.
And there was one point where I tried Joburg for like a couple of months.
Yeah,
Didn't work. Still, Pretoria one way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so originally from Pretoria, born and bred. Tell us a bit about your journey. Where did you go to school? What did you? So what's your journey been like?
I went to high school in Kroonstad.
Okay.
It's a small town in the Free State.
Yep.
To a school named Calculus High.
Yeah.
Did you learn calculus?
Yes, yes.
Were you high?
While learning calculus?
I was on high hotness.
Oh. Okay, I'll take that one. Hypotenuse. Yep.
I finished my matric there.
Okay. So why Kroonstad? Because I mean, the whole born and bred in Pretoria,
Yeah.
and then Kroonstad. Like, was it the closest? Like, how did that happen?
The closest out of town.
No, so funny thing happened.
Like funny haha or
Funny, haha.
okay. Yeah.
I My dad once found cigarettes in my room, and I'm selling cigarettes and weed, and he found them in my room and decided, okay, that the best way he's gonna act is to send me away from Pretoria, because he thought that I would become a thug in Pretoria selling cigarettes and weed.
Little did he know that was the business mind being born.
So he sent me to Kroonstad. When I got there, that just didn't slow me down. It actually
Made it worse.
accelerated my business mind.
Serious?
Yeah.
So you carried on with the cigarettes and weed in Kroonstad?
No comment.
It's off the record, bro.
It's off the record, bro. You have to comment.
You have to come.
Yes.
It's a,
We'll say it for you.
yes.
It's one of those, yeah. Yes, maybe.
Next question.
High school finished in Kroonstad, then I take it back to PTA, back to Mahlanyeng.
Went to Mahlanyeng, I did an advertising diploma
Okay.
at Boston Media House. After finishing that, I tried my luck in advertising, which didn't really work out.
Okay.
Again, advertising people.
Yeah.
There's plenty of similarities, bro. Trust.
I remember also there's a story behind me doing advertising. My mom always wanted me to do engineering, to study engineering.
Yeah.
She always wanted an engineer or a doctor.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of those that said, fuck this shit.
You just went for it.
No, actually, I had a fight with my mom and told her that, look, if I fail my doctorates or my engineering degree,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame it on you. But if I fail my advertising course, I only have myself to blame.
Damn.
And she actually said,
What a dope angle.
What a mindfuck. That, jeez.
and then I ended up doing advertising.
Okay.
I wish I knew the angle.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a proper angle
That's
to
a
get
nice
into.
angle.
Yeah.
Moments later.
So drink count. We always cheers on a drink count. Arriba! And we have to do one tequila shot as well.
One. Only one.
To do advertising.
Yeah, and it worked. And,
Yeah.
yeah, and I passed it very well. After that, let's just fast forward later on, where my love for advertising actually came back to the formation of Tshepo Moloi.
Okay.
So that's your.
So we're going to like, we're really fast forwarding now.
Yeah, that's really fast forward.
That's like a super fast forward. But what I want to hear is the story of how you basically went into the corporate world and how that worked out for you, and then where are you now and why? And then we can tie in like the passions
Yeah,
and
so
all
the question is, after
Yeah.
advertising, what happened?
Yeah.
After you studied advertising, what happened then?
Your mom said Kuhudis.
As all moms do.
So after my advertising diploma, I had a couple of odd jobs. I worked at a jewelry store. I worked at
Vodacom.
yes,
I remember that one. Yeah.
And then I also did some promotional gigs as well.
Okay.
I did Salsa,
Okay.
HP printers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that was between the years of 2007
Yeah.
till 2009.
Okay.
Yes. After the whole promotion thing, I got a opportunity to create training material.
Okay.
And that was my first introduction into corporate, because I used to create training material for the ERP system,
Okay.
SAP.
Yeah.
Created training material, and I decided that, you know what, because I'm doing this, let me rather follow that route
Yeah.
into my corporate career.
Yeah.
Followed that route and started creating training material. After creating training material, I did that for 3 years, so between 2010, 11 and 12.
Okay.
And then I went into the whole development space.
Okay.
I started configuring
Within SAP as well.
SAP, yeah.
Okay.
And started configuring systems in the HR space because that was the space I was used to.
Okay. So you moved more into like a development side of things. So outside of training, you then started doing more development things, being more on the, I guess you'd say the IT side of it, or the functional, or the IT side of things.
Yeah. Functional side of things. That's when my big break came.
Yeah. Big breaks are good. We like big breaks.
Big breaks are good. Big breaks are good. From there, I went to become a business development executive. Where I ended up selling the whole product.
Okay.
I also did a little bit of project management.
What didn't you do?
So
that's a shorter list.
So basically, So basically, in the whole SAP market, I did everything there is to be done within that market, which I think later on our conversation will bring me to where I'm at now within that market.
Sure.
I've invested so much time in that market.
Yeah. You've
Can't
almost
let it
become
go.
a niche in that market.
Exactly.
And it's latched onto you.
Yeah.
So regardless of how fast you like want to be like,
It keeps holding you. As much as I want to Speedy Gonzalez it,
Yeah.
it always catches me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fast forward through your SAP career then. So you pretty much went through, you did everything in SAP
Yeah.
that you could have done.
Yeah. Still doing it.
Still doing it.
Yeah.
Are you still in the corporate space? Are you still in the...
No, so at the moment, the whole SAP space led to the formation of a company called Data Partners.
Okay.
So what we do in that space is that we move data from legacy, which means old system, to a new cloud system, because everybody's going cloud.
Sure.
So that's the space that I've become very niche into, especially within the SAP market.
Sure.
And there's not a lot of people doing it, so I decided that we go into that space with Data Partners as a company.
Okay.
That is separate from our love for media, being Pixel Hand Media, where we develop bespoke apps, native apps.
Oh, yeah, before we get into that, so that's now Tshepo outside of the corporate world.
Correct.
So this is now Tshepo as a businessman.
Correct.
Tshepo as
Data Partners, Pixel Hand Media.
Exactly. So how did that like
Transition.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? What happened? What made you think?
What was the catalyst?
Yeah,
What was the
like
cause
what made you think? You know what? I want to work for myself.
Well, it all started with when you wake up in the morning and you just feel like I can't do this anymore. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
It starts with an idea to say that but we do the work anyway, so why can't we form our own company type of thing?
Yeah.
That's always a conversation that goes around, but I must tell you, you need the balls to do it. Of course. You need the balls to do it, and
Kahunes.
Kahunes. You need the kahunes. And with the kahunes comes a lot of things. There's the fear aspect,
Yeah.
Of course.
because you're always scared. What if I can't do it?
What if I fail?
What if I fail? I call it the what if syndrome.
Yeah.
The what if syndrome is always attached to something negative.
Yeah.
What if I go there, they say no? What if I fail at this thing? What if I buy the car and I can't pay it? What if? But we never really say, what if I become a success? What if I go in there, they love it?
Yeah.
We never really tell ourselves that. The whole fear behind me going by myself started dying off.
Yeah.
And basically you need to reach the point of no return, the point where you're gonna make a decision.
You coined that phrase. You actually coined that phrase in our group. And you called, tell the people what you coined it.
We called it the fuck it cartel. The fuck it movement.
Yeah. No, but the moment.
Fuck it.
It was a fucking move.
Yeah, we call it, that's exactly what it is. It's the fucking moment.
Fuck it movement. Just fuck it and do it.
That's so dope, bro. I mean, you kind of started this momentum of the business. And I think when you had started initially Pixel Hand Media, in fact, dude, we've been doing this far beyond that even. You know, now that I think about it, there's Bishop Creed. You didn't say anything about Bishop Creed.
So
And the fact that you're probably one of the dopest
Producers and scorers.
So Bishop Creed is one of those elephants in the room. You try to make it work, but it never really works. We had this conversation earlier, was that I've tried so much to make this business work and it never works.
But don't you think that maybe that's the path of the business?
also you learn certain things in that business.
You see, I always say one thing about being an entrepreneur is that the amount of knocks that you can take will determine the amount of successes you can handle. So you need to take the knocks. The knocks is part of the school fees.
Yeah.
You cannot go to school without paying school fees. Failure part of it. I can tell you a lot of things that I've tried that have failed, but still today we're here. And only one of the things I've tried is actually starting to pick up. Not to say that it's a success, but it's going there, it's getting there.
If you ask some of the most successful people in the world, they can give you pages and pages and pages of their failures.
And learning.
What moves them, what separates them for the regular person who then gives up is what then makes you successful. That's what I fully believe in. I believe that there's very few people who can go out there and sell a success story off of maybe one or no failures.
Very few.
I mean, how many people do you know who can tell you one story about a success and then that's it?
And that's what they do for those ones.
You see, here's the thing, is that not everybody has a failure story to tell. Not everybody has a sad story to tell. Some people have a story of luck that they can tell as well.
Okay.
Some people can say that, look, I just met with this person and they just said I must try this and look, I'm a success today.
Yeah.
But the ratio is so small.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's basically non-existent.
More moments later.
Let's give each other Mexican names for the episode. I'm Jesus.
Hector.
You gotta leave that in there, dude. You gotta leave that in there. Hector's the one who drives the El Camino.
And Casagas. You're the foreman. Hector's always the foreman.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Soon after.
If you come to Salsa Mexican Grill,
Get this.
hit up, so their jugs are amazing. We just had lychee and mint margarita. We're now having a bit of a spicy one. It's the jalapeno watermelon margarita. So good. Tell us about the music in your blood, bro.
The music part, I still love it. I still pray that one day I'll have all the time in the world to pursue it 100%, especially around the film scoring aspect of it. I love it. I love it.
Oh my god, brain freeze.
So that was.
It's okay, carry on.
That was Bishop Creed.
Yeah.
That was Bishop Creed.
So you put that on hold right now.
Yeah. So Bishop Creed is on hold at the moment, primarily focusing on the new baby.
Which is?
It's media.
What sparked that? What made you want to start Pixel Media? Where did the name come from?
Which is a dope name, man.
Yeah.
We'll share all Tshepo's details for all of his companies, his contact details, everything will be there in the description below. You want to get a hold of Tshepo, you know? You want to hold Tshepo. That's up to you. Whatever you want to do to
You want to be
Tshepo.
the bishop to his creed,
You know, you want to be the pixel to his hand.
or the partner to his data.
Many people don't know is that a pixel hand is that little icon that you use when Googling something. So when you Google something, your mouse cursor changes into a little hand like that,
Yes.
and it clicks on the link
Aha.
like that. That's a pixel hand. So
That's so cool.
pixel hand slogan is that you've always chosen us.
Oh, shit. Very dope.
Yeah, that's where Pixel Hand Media comes from. Pixel Hand Media was basically started because my younger brother had just graduated from university in app development,
Yeah.
and he didn't have a job.
Okay.
And that's where the company started.
How dope is that?
So you created the job.
Yeah, I created the job for him. And he's been working there since 2016.
All you political parties, that's what job creation is. Not just stuff on a poster saying, hey, job, e-job, e-job. Hey,
actually create
a
an
job.
actual job.
Create an actual job.
What would you say is Pixel Hand Media's core business?
Its core business now is basically app development, and which we have one successful client in which we're currently having a 3-year SLA with them. Okay. Also, what we've done with Pixel Hand Media is that not obviously neglecting the media space, is that we do media buying. We do media buying. We also sell media to municipalities. So
Okay.
In what form?
So municipality wants an ad out. They come to us as for advice in terms of can we buy media for them? We buy the media space, whether it be print, whether it be billboards, whether it be radio space. We do that.
I want to find out. So are you in the print space? Are you social media? Are you Facebook advertising?
Yes.
This guy's a pixel hand. He can be anywhere, bro.
The people need to know.
Yeah.
So if you're the guy,
So somebody out there watching, like, how would you, in say 3 sentences, describe what you do as Pixel Hand Media?
So your elevator pitch.
Or what's your elevator pitch?
I can actually describe Pixel Hand Media in 2 words: digital agency.
So for somebody who's hearing those 2 words for the first time,
What would it entail?
what would it entail? So you meet somebody and they say, okay, so you've got a digital agency.
Yeah.
What's your core business? What do you do?
So our core business is media buying, app development,
Okay.
social media management, social media content development. We also do design work, web development, all the things digital that can help you start your business.
Okay. That's super cool. And how is that going? Are you making money now? No answer needed. So the smile
You
said
don't say how much. It's a yes or no question.
No, the reason I'll tell you why I asked the question. So remember earlier we spoke about Bishop Creed and the fact that you had to put that on the back burner. In reality, the only reason you put that on the back burner was it wasn't sustaining a livelihood per se. My question to you is your passion now in media and in Pixel Hand Media as a company sustaining you as Tshepo and as a family and your kids?
Yes. You say Pixel Hand is your baby. How did you go from working at SAP into being a full-time entrepreneur, doing the whole thing all the time for you?
Like coming out of a 9 to 5.
Coming out of it, that transition period.
It wasn't easy, that much I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy because certain things that you need to take into consideration. You need to take into consideration your tax. You need to get an accountant. Now you're used to getting a salary in a specific account. Now you need to move that into a business account. You need to understand how business works. You need to understand what you can do, the do's and don'ts. You need to understand what is VAT. You need to understand what is income tax. You need to understand a lot of things. There's
Company tax.
yeah, you need to actually understand what starting a company is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which most people take for granted in all honesty.
Exactly.
People think starting a company is just about registering a company and then you start working. And that's so far from the truth, bro.
Other stuff such as compliance.
Tshepo, how many times? Let me ask this question. How many times have you thought, fuck it, I need to just get a job?
Every day.
I love that honesty, bro.
Every day.
That honesty is so real because that's the reality of somebody starting up in the entrepreneurial space. Is that every day you're faced with the challenges of, am I doing the right thing? Must I just give up this dream, or must I just keep going or carry on?
To answer your question, Gabriel, it's there's a lot. That's just on the knowledge side.
Yeah.
And I would say the knowledge side is basically 20%. 80%.
Because you can learn that.
You can learn that.
And that's something that you can be taught, and somebody can help you with those things.
Correct.
There's certain things that you can't be helped with. There's things that you go through individually.
Like time management.
Yep. I would say that from that, 30% of that will need to go into the attitude. Need to go
into business. Yeah.
And when I say the attitude, I'm saying that consistency. Where you persevere. How many no's are you willing to take
To get that yes.
to get that yes? And look, I still get a lot of no's till today, but I know yesterday.
Do the nose ever stop?
We push on. They actually get more. I mean,
Yeah.
the more you get,
Because you're pushing also.
you start getting used to the no's. As soon as you get a yes, you're like, oh, okay.
What am I supposed to do with this yes?
Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, do I send you something? You get confused. You know what I mean? And the rest basically is your mindset. You know, your EQ. Oh, and when I say EQ, I mean
Please explain to the people.
Yeah. These
Yeah.
people who are like, hey,
Yeah, look, you need to have that emotional intelligence.
That emotional quotient.
Yeah.
You need to have that emotional intelligence.
That's what it is,
Because this thing can beat you down. It can beat you down.
Can be very depressing.
And every night you go to bed licking your wounds. You wake up tomorrow morning and start again, push on, depending on the success that you want out of it. Keep pushing on. I mean, at this moment, I feel that my time is coming. Big break is coming. Probably the next episode that I'll be on this will be very different. I'll probably be doing.
I like the way you think, bro. I like the way you think.
When you see a sponsored episode by Pixel Hand, then you must just know that,
It's me. So yeah, and look, I also have a very big passion of helping people start their own businesses and taking them through what I have experienced in starting up a business and making it easier for them, because I don't want other people having exactly the same story that I have.
Of course, yeah.
In terms of the challenges that I have.
Yeah.
I'd like to make it easier, give them knowledge, and who knows, one of the days the people that I help will become a success, and they can one day thank me. The thanks that I need is just a
Pay it
success.
forward and help somebody else.
is their success, but he says their success,
Their
and
success.
hopefully do that for somebody else. And I mean that. I think that
It's a chain.
It's a chain. And I think that as black people in business and black entrepreneurs, I think that's our responsibility. Outside of anything else, outside of everything else within the business space, our major responsibility is paving the way forward for people who are going to come after us.
Especially our brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters, you and our kids. You spoke about it earlier on when you mentioned the fact of your whole entire goal is building that legacy and leaving that legacy. Having people who are left behind, having your kids say, my dad did this. My dad changed the world. My dad changed people's lives. You know?
Most importantly, my dad changed the situation.
Yeah. That's what it is, dude. We all want to grow past, and be better than, the opportunities that we were offered. And that's literally where our major focus is. Who's been your support structure? Because you clearly, I'm sure you haven't just done this all on your own. You have to have had like a support structure, people there to keep you going when you have those days where you're like really down and like, fuck, you know what? I don't know. Like, how do you get out of it? Like, what's your go-to space or people or like how would you say that you pull out of those? Yeah, how do you deal with those moments?
Look, I must say that one pillar that transformed me was my mother. She's been there.
Yeah.
Like, she's pulled through.
She's been there since birth, technically. So
She's
like,
doing you all your life.
Well, in my
shout out, mommy.
in my business career, she's been there. She's been holding the fort,
Yeah.
She's been holding the fort, and I thank her for that. Look, the likes of you guys. I mean, you guys always take my calls. If there's a missed call, you guys always return. There's a lot of people. I'm one of those guys that I can basically just pick up the phone and call you just to ask how you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say much.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, what's up? You good?
Yeah.
Good. Shut up. Bye.
Yeah.
And that's good for me.
And you can take energy out of that.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
That's good.
That's really cool that you can literally find energy within small things that you do to actually turn around the mind space that you're in.
So what's next for Tshepo Moloi?
Yeah.
Besides visiting Mexico, growing the business. I mean, we need to grow. Our whole purpose in life is to grow. and we can never stop growing, we can never stop learning.
Yeah.
So the next thing is to just carry on learning, carry on growing.
Yeah. And growing in the space that you're in. So we're pushing the digital media, we're pushing the digital agency, we're growing in that space, in that spectrum.
Yeah, we're growing in the digital media, Pixeland media, we're growing data partners as well. Basically, I want everything I touch to turn into gold.
King Midas.
Dope.
Yep. King Midas.
King Midas.
Yep.
Tshepo the Midas touch.
Midas. Yeah.
Is that the end of you with SAP? I don't think you can say that.
No, can't do that.
You can't, eh?
Can't do that.
But you're going to do that on your own as a business and a consultant.
Correct.
My question, I guess, is Tshepo going back to a 9 to 5? No answer needed on that one. Yeah.
No?
It seems like now we're starting to get that
The brightness from the future.
that Mexico sun.
It's golden now, man. I want to take some photos.
That Mexico
It's golden now, man.
that Mexico sunset is coming in. Tshepo, thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for sharing your story with us. If you'd like to get a hold or in touch with Tshepo, we'll have his contacts below in the description. Pixel Hand Media, I think, is somebody who's going to be, or a company that's going to be very close by to us for a very long time. It's definitely not the last time you see him. You may hear his voice in the background even if he's not in front of the screen, so remember the voice, remember the face, remember the name. Mr. Moloi, you want to sign out for us? Tell people to follow and do all
Follow
the stuff.
Pixeland Media on both platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Moloi. Guys, follow Off the Record ZA as well.
Subscribe, share,
Like,
comment, like,
all of those things. We done. It's episode 18.
It's a very bright one.
Yeah, bright one, just
that
like our
bombshell.
futures. On that bombshell. Peace out.
Ready?
Cheers.